everyone, I'm going to begin my Girl Talk series with the topic of judging others. I feel this is an issue that should be addressed sooner rather than later because I see a ton of people commenting on my videos and other people's videos and just judging people in general, celebrities, friends, people they don't even know, and it's actually really ridiculous and immature. I'm not saying you can't have your own opinions, but why are your opinions so focused on other people? You should be thinking to yourself, well, what can I do to make myself better, or what will I not do to be the person I want to be, rather than saying, oh, well, that person has a bunch of tattoos, they look trashy, or that person is wearing a short skirt, she must be a slut. Like, why don't you just say, I'm not going to wear tattoos or get tattoos, I'm not going to wear that skirt, and just, you know, it has nothing to do with being a good or bad person. It's just something that you feel will define yourself, I guess. Before I get into the really serious stuff, I would like to know, one, what should I actually name this series? I don't know if Girl Talk is too boring. Girl Talk, Real Talk, I don't know. So let me know what your opinions are. And also, let me know other topics you want me to talk about. It can be anything that you want, anything that you guys want to know about. I'm totally bumming around in my new Victoria's Secret shirt. It's so comfy. I've done a lot of growing up in the past few years, like especially the past year or two. My mindset has bettered me in so many ways because I've become more open-minded and I have become more accepting and less judgmental. That's a huge part of becoming mature and becoming a more likable and relatable person. Accept others. Don't question it, just accept them. Be there to support them. It's easy. It's super easy. But it takes time and it takes you to come to a realization that, you know, you want to be that way. Pretty much just in high school, I was kind of judgmental, honestly. Looking back, that was really stupid of me to do, and I probably would have had a lot more fun and a lot more friends. I judged the girls. I'm like, oh my god, cheerleading is so stupid, cheerleaders are sluts or whatever, because that's what my friends were saying, and I was so like stuck in a clique that I didn't even want to be in, I realized. I just followed what they said. Oh, those girls wearing those slutty little skimpy outfits and all that makeup and straightened hair and everything, ugh. Like, why are they like that? You know, secretly I wanted to be like them. Growing up, I was always the skinny girl. I couldn't even fit in junior's clothes until, I don't know, sophomore, junior year of high school. That's how tiny I was. Like, zeros would fall off of me. And I'm not saying this to brag, because why would that be something I want to brag about? I wanted to wear the cute clothes that everyone else was wearing. I wanted to, you know, be that girl who was like really pretty. I wasn't rich. I'm not rich. So I didn't have a ton of clothes. I didn't have a ton of like really cute clothes. I didn't have a ton of makeup. I didn't even wear makeup until like midway through high school. And in a way, I was a little jealous of these girls like looking good and them being the open people they were and hanging out with everyone and, you know, being themselves and being fashionable. I would judge people who would drink alcohol before they were 21. Oh my gosh, shocker. Like, no one does that, right? People party in high school, and I was totally against that. I could have gone to a party and just not drank if I didn't want to drink and let my friends just be who they wanted to be, but instead I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Like, you guys are terrible. Like, you shouldn't do that. I'm not promoting underage drinking, but if people are going to do it, they're going to do it. I mean, your parents could, like, essentially lock you up in your room and not let you go anywhere, but once you're out on your own in the real world, instead, there's no way to stop it. So instead of just, you know, judging people and saying, oh, you're terrible people for doing this, like, just accept it and say, be safe, stay in the house, don't go drink and drive and stuff like that. I absolutely do not approve of who I was in high school. I guess I just felt like I had to voice my opinion to those friends of mine who were doing things I didn't want them to do. Like, oh, you're jumping guy to guy, that's terrible, you're a terrible person. I would just kind of think that way, and it was not my place at all. I never said this in a bitchy way. I was always in a more like naive, sheltered way, like, oh my god, like, that's terrible, like, why are you doing this? Getting more on a YouTube level of why I'm addressing this issue, and ever since I have been posting fashion videos, I have gotten the most ridiculous comments about how big of a slut I must be because my skirts are short, and because my shirts are low cut, and because I wear crop tops, and because I wear like heavy eyeliner and eye makeup and whatever. I love my legs. I love them. I think they're gorgeous. I don't think I look good in longer shorts, longer skirts, not form-fitting like dress type things. That's how I feel. And part of that may come with the fact of when I was younger, like I said, clothes didn't fit me. We didn't have a ton of money, so I would get clothes like purchased for me that were, you know, 2 sizes too big, and I'd wear them for a few years. And I'm just sick of that. Now that I was just so sick of that, and it made me not feel pretty at all. It made me just, I don't know, I did not feel like a pretty girl when, you know, everyone else was wearing these form-fitting clothes and they had the bodies to wear them, and, you know, I'm just sitting there like a twig. If I can show off my legs that I actually have now, I can make my small non-double D chest look a little attractive, then I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because it makes me feel good about myself, and there's nothing wrong with showing off your body if you are comfortable with yourself. You just have to know which way to do it, and you have to be strong in your ways. And, you know, if you're not that slutty type girl and you're wearing clothes that people like may associate with that, then you have to set them straight. If you don't want to dress that way, then don't dress that way. If you're younger and your parents are saying, you know, you're not allowed to dress that way, then you have to respect that, I guess, to a certain extent. Hopefully they'll give you a little bit of compromise. You have no idea how someone acts if you have not even met them in person. Do I go out to nightclubs? Yes. Do I party? Yes. 90% of the time, if a guy I don't know asks me to dance, I flat out turn them down and go back to my friends. Do I go back to guys' houses that I don't know, you know, just to like go mess around and stuff? No. It's just not for me. Are there girls I know who do that? Absolutely. And do I say, oh, I'm never hanging out with you again because you do that and that's wrong? Absolutely not. I would advise, though, if you are someone who likes to go bang random people, that you're safe about it, that you are not knowingly emotionally harming someone or yourself, that you're not like doing it because you're depressed about another guy and you think you'll feel better because you're, you know, getting attention from another guy that night, because it's not going to help. The next day you're just going to feel terrible. So, I mean, we can talk about stuff like this in another video. We can talk about, like, underage drinking and, like, peer pressure and partying in another video. Or I can talk about that with you guys. I always see people bashing celebrities, especially the most popular celebrities. I mean, that makes sense. My foot's falling asleep. Ugh. People are so mean to Justin Bieber, and I am not a hardcore Justin Bieber fan. I love 2 of his songs, Somebody to Love, 3 of his songs, Boyfriend, and As Long As You Love Me. Those are beautiful songs. I just love them, okay? I do. I love them. I mean, I have people in my life who are just randomly mean to him and say, I hate him. I'm like, do you know him? He is a sweet boy from what I hear. And he does things for charity. He, you know, he is a good person, and people are like, oh, I hate him because he sounds like a girl or because he looks like a girl, and they make all these jokes about him, and I'm like, that's not even funny at all, honestly. Like I said, I'm not even a fan of his, and I think he's talented and a good person. I think he's a little cutie too. I hate when people are like, oh, I hate Miley Cyrus. Why do you hate Miley Cyrus? Hollywood stories get twisted around so much. You don't know her in real life, okay? Does it make you feel better about yourself that you are putting down someone else and focusing on someone else's life rather than, like, doing something to better your own? While we're on the Miley topic, I think she looks pretty damn good in her skimpy outfits, let me tell you. I may have a little girl crush on her, Jenna Marbles reference. I think girls are just gorgeous in general. That's why there's so much hate amongst us, I think. because everyone is gorgeous in their own way. I am completely straight. I'm gonna date guys, I'm gonna go out with guys and stuff like that. I look at guys. But I'm not gonna lie and say I do not check out girls, like pictures of girls or girls when I'm out. Like, I definitely check out their bodies. I do. And if you guys think that's weird and are like, oh, I can't watch your videos now because you said that, like, that's so weird. It's not even weird. A part of that is probably like me being so interested in fashion, like the Victoria's Secret fashion shows, like fashion photos that people take, like very creative things. I just think it's gorgeous. Like, if I could be an underwear model, I would. And that doesn't make me slutty, so don't you even dare. Bathing suit model, does that sound better? Essentially the same thing. On my craft channel, I get a lot of people who, oh my god, you do little clay charms and you like have a little pet shop collection, which I had years ago and I still have in my room because I basically live in an attic storage room that I've lived in since I've been 9 or 10. Yeah, so you have toys still, like, you like to do like little kids crafts and stuff. Like, you're so childish. You live at home. You probably have no friends because you live with your mom and stuff, and you don't live at a dorm, and you didn't go away to college. I'm like, seriously, you have no clue. I always respond to these people too, not because I feel like I have to prove something, but because I like making them mad. I like responding at the end of my statement with a smiley face and just seeing how pissed off they get. I get people who are just like, oh my god, you make me so mad. You're so annoying. I'm done talking to you now. If people are judging you, don't let them get to you. If you are comfortable with yourself, which takes a long time to achieve comfort with yourself, that is, don't let them get to you. You know, they're not going to change anything. Let them talk. We're never going to have a political video because I hate talking about politics, but I will say one thing with the recent, like, political campaigns and ads and everything like that, the debates that go on and stuff, I notice a lot of hate everywhere. On my Facebook news feed, people at school, people at parties, there's just hate that comes out of their mouth. Oh, I hate this candidate. I hate this candidate. My candidate, my choice for the future president is the only choice that could exist, and this is the only good person, and this is the only person that can help. Let me newsflash you guys. This is one of the only times I'm going to be talking about this. I feel like politics, like, pulls people apart and causes feuds and stuff. I will just say that one person cannot, absolutely cannot please everyone. There is absolutely no way. The president we have now, I don't follow what he does, to be honest with you. But if he has done anything wrong, how the heck can one person fix everything in 4 years? It's not possible. So you guys are all pissed off, whoever's pissed off. Could you do any better? No, you're gonna complain when the person you vote in does something wrong too or messes up something. They're human. They are one human trying to serve millions of humans. There's no way that they can please everyone or do everything right. People make mistakes all the time, and I don't know, I think maybe they need more help. Maybe that's it. If I help even one person start their transformation from, like, stubborn, closed-minded person to growing up and being more mature and just being a little more laid back, then I've done my job with this video. So hopefully I help you guys. But like I said, it's not an overnight transformation. It takes time. It takes you waking up one morning or over the course of many mornings thinking to yourself, why am I acting like this? Like, is it really, really necessary for me to look at someone else's life and try and change their life and try and explain to them why they need to be a different way? Like, it's absolutely not necessary. Once you realize that, and once you know, become someone who will talk to everyone, and, you know, even if they say that they do something you don't like, you're not going to be condescending. You're not going to act like an authority figure and be like, that's wrong, I can't talk to you anymore, That's just not who I want to associate with. I'm not saying to put yourself in uncomfortable situations and go and hang out with people who do drugs and let them force you into doing it. But I am saying if you know someone who does drugs, and I'm not even saying like really, really dangerous drugs, but like, you know, people smoke a little something every once in a while. I've never tried it. I'm flat out honest, I've never tried any drug. But that simple fact doesn't mean that I trump over anyone who has. Absolutely not. It's just that that's not something I want to do. But, you know, if you know people who do that, just don't hang out with them when they do it. If they do it all the time, then obviously you guys probably won't be very good friends, but that doesn't mean you have to hate them and you have to belittle them every time you talk to them. You know, just let them be who they want to be. If it's something very dangerous, then try and get them help if you care about them. Don't talk down to them. You know, that's not going to help anything. If you're at a drinking party, like if you're of age to drink and you don't want to drink and all of your friends are and they're trying to force you to, you don't have to. You know, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But again, do not say, you know, I'm never hanging out with you in another setting because you drink. I mean, that's one aspect of their life. If someone tells me, oh, I don't like how you dress, so I can't watch your videos of you like painting your nails anymore or you making clay charms anymore, then your loss, I guess. It makes no sense to me because there are so many different parts to a person's personality and a person's life. And I mean, those of you who know me on my craft channel know that I am usually like really bubbly and silly in those videos, and you know, when I come over here in this video right here, some of you may say, oh well, you kind of seem like you're not really happy or something. When I'm talking about a serious topic, I'm not gonna be, you know, making a joke every 2 seconds or, you know, like flailing around or whatever. It's just a totally different setting and a different part of how I am. When I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm not constantly like I am in my videos. There's a time and a place for that. I'm just not constantly crazy and over the top. There's a lot of times, you know, you just talk and you just, like I'm doing now. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful to at least some of you guys. Like I said, leave me name suggestions for what my like talk series should be. And also leave me requests for topics that you want me to talk about in the future. Because I love talking, as you can probably tell. If you guys have a Twitter, add me on Twitter and tweet me and stuff. I want to get more interactive with my videos and my social media sites. So hopefully in the future we'll do some like, I don't know, Twitter, like, I don't know, if you guys like send me pictures on Twitter of like things I do in my videos, or we'll do like a Twitter ask sesh, I can't say that, or maybe I'll do like a Twitter ask, that is hard to say, or maybe I'll do like a Twitter question session where you guys ask me questions on there, tweet me questions. So anyway, add me on Twitter, add my Facebook fan page, and add my Instagrams if you have an Instagram. I am SarahLynnFashion on Instagram, but I also have a photography account which is HopeGlimmers and a craft account which is SarahLynnT. You guys have a great rest of the day and I will see you soon. Bye!